Hey, yeah, well, great. Thanks for joining me in how to get quality leads without breaking the bank webinar. And I wanted to share my screen with you if I could. I have a presentation. Let me start this up here. So yeah, it's how to get quality leads without breaking the bank. I have the best lead generation strategies group on LinkedIn, which I started because I see that people are trying to get leads. They're spending a lot of money on like lead lists and things of that nature. So I said, let me do a webinar and I'll tell people how I'm doing things and how I'm helping others with generating leads. So I'm a CPA, I'm Managing Director of Aurelius Resources. We do social media marketing. I also do insurance and annuities. So that's how I got into lead generation. And our goal is to help entrepreneurs and small business leaders generate more leads. Kind of where we're at. I started a LinkedIn group, as I mentioned, Best Lead Generation Strategies. And we've grown kind of quickly, up 1,700 plus members in like 3 months. So there's a lot of people out there that are interested in generating more leads. That's why you guys are here. So what I did is I threw a poll out there. I did a LinkedIn poll. Try to get a feel of where people are getting their leads from. And there's 4 categories: funnels, referrals, ads, and targeted messaging. And as you can see, the top ones are funnels and targeted messages, which is what I use on LinkedIn to get more leads, and I guess that's how you guys are here. You clicked on a funnel, which I'll get to in a minute, and then that sent you to Eventbrite, and then you signed up. So for me, it's working well. There's also referrals and ads, but I want to break it down and go through each one and see where we're at. Now, the ads are about 19%, and there's pros and cons of every one. The pros for ads, it reaches the widest audience. So you can run, Facebook ads, and they have like 1 billion people on Facebook, right? So you can target specific as well. You do age, gender, location, etc. The cons of ads, are usually people try to do them on their own. They're not run properly. There's inexperienced people doing it. And also account volatility. I ran some of my own ads and I had a Shopify store, and Facebook ended up shutting off my account several times. And then for my own account, actually, I lost it in the end. I can't get a clearer explanation on why, but I had to end up using somebody else's Facebook account. I had to buy another laptop, remote, put it at their place, remote in, and then run ads that way. And that didn't work out. They shut that down. So I was just kind of got fed up with it. So it was Facebook. If you don't run these ads correctly in terms of content, then you can get shut down pretty quickly. It's also expensive. Facebook likes to spend your money, right? If you give them a monthly budget ad spend, they'll just spend it quickly unless you have particular parameters that you want. The next one is referrals, and referrals are great because if you have happy clients, they're your biggest fans, right? They have credibility, and they will refer you. Also, lead lists is people that want your service, so the prospects are handed to you. You can do cold calls to them and try to get them to purchase your product or service. The cons are for referrals, you need clients in the first place, right? And you get referrals later. And also, these lead lists have a lot of bad quality leads. They're either not interested, they hang up, like, where did you get my number from? Or the numbers don't even work. So I see people paying thousands of dollars for these lead lists, which, doesn't seem to me like it's very beneficial. We do funnels, and funnels have been successful for me. Capture info on clients that are interested, because people have a short, attention span. They want something, they go on their phone, this is what I want, I'm going to Google it. All right, you sell this, how do I buy it? Or here's my information, tell me more. And funnels are a way to do this. They can it's like a one-pager. This is what we offer. Are you interested? Give me your information. Now you capture their information and you can import it into a CRM. I don't know if a lot of people use CRMs here. Maybe you do, but I'll show you what I'm doing. And then you get the sale and you can nurture the relationship. Usually people aren't ready to buy the first time they talk to you. Maybe they might be ready a week, maybe, 6 months, maybe a year, but you can get their information into the CRM and you can nurture that. And a funnel is a great way to do that. The cons of funnels, sometimes they're too complex and they're poor quality. People don't know where they are, like websites. I mean, you can go onto a website and you give them your website address. They go on, they click on a couple of pages, then they leave. They're not really interested. You really want to try to capture their info before they leave, and funnels are a great way to do that. And also, they're not targeted correctly. If you could just, spray and pray, like if you have a Facebook ad, attach a funnel to it, hopefully somebody can, click on it, and then you would get their lead. But you're not sure, so kind of put them out there to everybody instead of just targeting. Targeted messaging is what I use as well, and been successful on LinkedIn. Your product and service is shown to interested parties. These are people that have a vested interest in what you're doing. We've grown our group in best lead generation strategies quickly because we did targeted messaging with funnels, and then we just drive people to the group, and they're interested and they join up, right? And it's also low cost if implemented effectively. I have a team of people. We just go in, focus on groups that we're, groups of people that we want to do. You can search on LinkedIn, and then just target them. I'm going to start with Facebook now. We're going to, that's going to be a new forum for us. The cons of targeted messaging: if you do it yourself, it's very time consuming. You could do, like up to about 200 a day. That could take you a couple hours. I don't know if that's the best use of your time. And also mark the spam. If you do over 150, 200 targeted messages a day on LinkedIn, they could say you're a spammer or a bot, and then just shut you off and shut your account down. I just talked to somebody this morning. He was doing like 300 a day. All of a sudden, they shut his account down. I'm like, well, you're doing over that threshold, that 150, 200, and hopefully he'll get his account back. But that's just throws a wrench into everything, right? If you had your LinkedIn account shut down. Funnel magnets, like if you want the definition of a funnel, it's just bringing people into your world, right? It's awareness, creating awareness that you exist. What's your product? Getting them interested. They send you their information. Now they have consideration for your product. You call them, you invite them to a webinar, you give them something free, and then they're impressed, and then you have another conversation. All right, let's do it. So you convert them to a client. If you provide them with a good service, then they become a loyal client. And then if they're a loyal client, like we talked about a couple of slides beforehand, advocacy, they'll give you referrals and they'll tell people about you, which is kind of this funnel magnet. So you just want to bring them into your world first. And these are a great way to do that. So successful strategy for me has been targeted marketing plus these streamlined funnels, and that equals quality leads and clients. And I've been pretty successful with it. Just graphically, because I like to see things. If you take your money, put it into targeted messaging, use funnels, everybody's happy, right? You have happy client, you're happy, you made the connection. This is my my company. It's called Aurelius Resources. You can reach me here if you want to talk further. But I just want to show you my my funnel, and also I want to show you a couple of things that I'm doing. So I'm going to share my screen. And this is my funnel, because you have a landing page. So what you would have is an actual URL here. This is yours. I build it through phone sites, which I'll show you in a minute, but it comes to my page. It shows me, this is my company, this is what we do. We do insurance, but we also build social media solutions for people. And then you have buttons on the end of here. So it's really targeted. It's like, all right, why are you here? I'm interested in insurance. I want to protect my assets and retire tax-free. Wow, this sounds interesting. You click on this button, it takes you to another page It's all very targeted. You want to protect your family, build wealth. Are your assets protected? Probably the answer is no. You want a tax-free retirement? Do you have a 401k that's volatile? Have you started saving for your kids' future? You can embed videos in here. I embedded a video of myself talking about how I got somebody out of a whole life policy into an index universal life policy, and I was able to double his retirement savings with just one Zoom call, right? Same premium, same coverage, but it's just me talking about it, and you can talk about what you serve as well. People like to see people, connect with people, and then here's where you capture their information. So here, okay, I'm interested in let's set something up, schedule my free financial needs analysis. So we go in and we talk to them, we look at their, so maybe instead of waiting for me, they can get on my calendar. So I have Calendly. They'll go to a page, they click on this button, and now they can get on my calendar. So my calendar comes up, they see when they're available, when I'm available, and then we schedule a call. If there's other services you provide, there's other buttons that you can create. It's very versatile. I need more leads for my business. Goes on to another, page, grow your business social media. Talks about here, another video of me talking about, how I help people. And yeah, put your information in here, same thing. I want more sales. That comes to you in an email right away. And it also goes into a repository here. I use phone sites. If you look in my page here, there's like a database of leads that I can import into my CRM. So I have pages, sorry. If I go to a funnel where I can get like this, I had 2,300 views of this. These are people I'm trying to recruit into the company. And I have a whole bunch of leads here. So now I have their name. I have about 93 leads. So I have the name, I have phone number, I have email. I can take all this information, import it into my CRM, and then follow up with them. I use a CRM called Pipedrive. I'm not sure what you guys use, but I like it because it's very linear. You know where you stand with different people. You can have different stages qualified. I have their name. I made contact with them. I did a presentation with them. Now, if they want to be a potential client, I can move them over and talk to them further, try to get them on the team. If they're not interested, I move them back, keep them on the back burner. If I do have team members, now we add them on here, and then we move forward with them. But you can do this with anything in your business. You can design this as you wish. So that's kind of how I do my whole lead generation. And yeah, I appreciate your time. If there's any questions that I can help you with, or if there's any comments, that'd be great.